back for another episode of Champagne with Cadreon, but with beers. Today we're very lucky to have Tom Dawson, the new CFO of Mediabrands Australia. So Tom, thank you for joining us.
Welcome.
So Tom, the agency landscape is changing constantly. Where do you see the agencies looking in 5 to 10 years? And do you think Cadreon is responsible for that?
I think the agencies in 5 to 10 years are primarily planning and buying on an audience basis. And Cadreon really is going to be the facilitator and kind of the leader in helping the agencies determine what technology, what data, and what processes to use to do that. Cadreon is where the center of expertise is now, but that expertise will need to be more broadly used and more broadly understood throughout the agencies.
Okay. And in terms of the agency trading desk and the talk about decentralization of trading desks and people taking it in-house, where do you see Cadreon sitting in 5 to 10 years?
So I think the decentralization right now, particularly for Mediabrands, I don't think makes a lot of sense. In fact, I think we have a really strong proposition in the fact that we are still a centralized specialist unit versus some of the other agency groups that have just said, okay, decentralize these things, put it wherever people want to put it within the network and just let it go. I think what's actually happened is they've created competing products and brands internally, which the differentiation sometimes is simply how you pay for it, which is really, really risky.
Yeah.
I think the specialization, particularly around programmatic, allows us to do a couple of things which are really important. It allows us to invest specifically in the programmatic space, so we have a clear return. We know what we want to invest. Allows us to train people and attract talent that want to work in that space and don't really want to be kind of marginalized inside a larger group of generalists. And it also helps us price and create products and price them in a way that's most profitable to us as well as aligned with the benefits to our clients. I think that if it gets pulled up into a larger agency brand and larger agency offering, it's still only a smaller piece of it, and that tends to allow those pieces to get marginalized in the larger scheme.
Well, enough about that.
Yeah.
So we want to know about Tom Dawson, the employer. So what is the most embarrassing thing you've ever done on the job?
I was doing a large presentation to a customer in the US called Dr. Pepper Snapple Group, also known as DPSG, and my brain was hardwired to say the term DSP. So for the whole presentation, I referred to this company as DSPG, and the client nicely came up to me at the end and said to everybody's like, so I think you got I'm not sure you got the company right, but the presentation was pretty good. Felt a little embarrassed about that, but I think you got it.
That's good. Well, Tom, thank you so much for joining us. Cheers and welcome to Australia.
Thank you.